Hello students, this is Usha from GK Jain High Secondary School, Raipuram. Today we are going to see the chapter Optics Part 5 in 12th Standard Physics. In this chapter, we are going to learn about dispersion of light and scattering of light. Twelfth Standard Physics, Optics Part 5. Dispersion of white light through prism. When a narrow beam of parallel rays of white light is incident on the face of the prism, the ray gets refracted and received on a white screen. We are able to see a band of colors is obtained in the order recollected by the word VIBGYOR. VIBGYOR means violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. Violet is the most deviated and red is the least deviated color. Dispersion is splitting of white light into its constant colors. This band of colors of light is called its spectrum. The color band obtained in a spectrum depends on the nature of the source of the light used. Each color of light is associated with a definite wavelength. Red light is at the longer wavelength, hence 700 nanometer, while the violet light is at the shorter wavelength in 400 nanometer. Therefore, the violet ray travel with a smaller velocity in glass prism than red rays. For violet, the refractive index is high, and for red, the refractive index is the low. In vacuum, all the colors travel with the same speed. The speed of light is independent of wavelength in vacuum. Therefore, vacuum is a non-dispersive medium in which all colors travel with the same speed. Next, we'll see about the dispersive power. Consider a beam of white light passing through a prism. It gets dispersed into its constant colors, that is the VIBGYOR colors. Let delta V and delta R be the angle of deviation for violet and red light. Let NV and NR are the refractive indices for the violet and red light respectively. The refractive index of the material of the prism is given by the equation n is equal to sin A plus D by 2 divided by sin A by 2. We have learned in the prism equation, where A is the angle of the prism and D is the angle of minimum deviation. If the angle of the prism is small of the order of 10 degree, the prism is said to be small angle prism. When ray of light passes through such prism, the angle of deviation also becomes small. A be the angle of the small angle prism and delta be the angle of deviation. Then the formula becomes n is equal to sin A plus delta by 2 divided by sin A by 2. For smaller angle of A and delta m, sin A plus delta by 2 can be written as A plus delta by 2, and for sin A by 2 can be written as A by 2. Substituting this value in the above equation, we'll get n is equal to A plus delta divided by 2 divided by A by 2. 2 and 2 will get cancelled. So you will get A plus delta divided by A. So making into different equations, so A and A will get cancelled. 1 plus delta divided by A. So on further simplifying, delta by A is equal to n minus 1. So we'll get delta is equal to n minus 1 into A. When white light enters the prism, the deviation is different for different color. Thus, the refractive index is also different for different colors. So for violet light, delta V is equal to NV minus 1 into A. And for red light, delta R is equal to NR minus 1 into A. The angle of deviation for violet color, delta V, is greater than the angle of deviation for red color, delta R. The refractive index of the violet color NV is greater than the refractive index of the red color NR. Subtracting delta V from delta R, we get delta V minus delta R is equal to NV minus NR into A. The term delta V minus delta R is the angular separation between the two extreme colors in the spectrum, is called as angular dispersion. The angular dispersion produced by the prism depends on the angle of the prism, nature of the material of the prism. If we take delta is the angle of deviation for any middle ray, that is yellow or green, and n the corresponding refractive index, then delta is equal to n minus 1 into a. Dispersive power omega is the ability of the material of the prism to cause dispersion. It is defined as the ratio of the angular dispersion for the extreme color to the deviation for any mean color. Dispersive power omega is equal to angular dispersion divided by mean deviation, which is equal to delta V minus delta R divided by delta. Substituting for delta V minus delta R, we'll get omega is equal to NV minus NR divided by N minus 1. Dispersive power is a dimensionless quantity. It has no unit. Dispersive power is always positive. The dispersive power of a prism depends only on the nature of the material of the prism, and it is independent of the angle of the prism. The next topic is scattering of light. When sunlight enters the atmosphere of the earth, the atmospheric particle present in the atmosphere changes the direction of the light. This process is known as scattering of light. The intensity of Rayleigh scattering is inversely proportional to fourth power of wavelength. It can be written as I is proportional to 1 by lambda power 4. Now we go into a concept why the sky appears blue in color. According to the equation, that is I proportional to 1 by lambda power 4, the violet color, which has the shortest wavelength, get much scattered during daytime. The next scattered color is blue. As our eyes are more sensitive to blue color than violet color, the sky appears blue during daytime. Next is during sunrise and sunset, we are able to see the reddish orange color appear on the sky. Why? During sunrise and sunset, the light from the sun travel a greater distance through the atmosphere. Hence, the blue light, which has shorter wavelength, is scattered away, and the less scattered red light of longer wavelength manages to reach our eye. This is a reason for the reddish appearance of the sky during sunrise and sunset. If the light is scattered by larger particle like dust and water droplet present in the atmosphere, which has size greater than the wavelength lambda of light, then A is very much greater than lambda. The intensity of scattered is equal for all the wavelength. It is happening in clouds which contain larger amount of dust and water droplets. Thus, in cloud, all the color get equally scattered irrespective of wavelength. This is the reason for the whitish appearance of cloud. If Earth has no atmosphere, there would not have been any scattering and the sky would appear dark. This is why sky appeared dark for the astronaut who could see the sky from above the atmosphere.
Hi students, you all have learnt about the dispersion of light and scattering of light, how physics is used in our day-to-day life. Thank you. Once again, we'll meet you in the next video.